Have you ever asked about your self-worth because of the unfavorable things that are happening in your life? Why we often commit mistakes? Why we can't do things in accordance with what we have planned? Why darkness is still there? Why do we have to fail? And how long are we gonna cry? In this kind of situation, how can I even motivate myself to move forward? My journey being a student and son was never been easy. At some point, I cannot imagine how struggles made me feel I am a failure, that I am nothing. We are poor. Yes, I belong to a less fortunate family. There were many things that other students can afford but I couldn't. We had a very hard time putting food on our plates. And during high school, my life is not easy. I had to work for me to be able to sustain my study. I don't even own my school materials and gadgets. I'm borrowing these tools for my study. And this is one of my biggest battles. Biggest fight. I've tried sitting on a corner asking the Lord, if do I really have to study? Or should I just need to help my family bring food on our table? I was put in a verge of confusion where I have to ask myself if I have to continue or not. Do I have to study in this kind of state of living? Where I've experienced difficulties working for my family while I am also having a hard time inside the classroom. The not so easy subjects, requirements, pressure, demand of the school, wherein sometimes I don't have the motivation to scan my books, to do my assignments because of work at home. There were distractions that hinders my learning process. The distress coming from my school is twice the distress that I've seen in my second home, the school. My brain is about to explode, where I have to ask, how about my teachers? What if I can't comply? What if I cannot cope up with the lessons due to work? How about my school works? Until such time I've seen the answers to my questions. I have seen the light of hope inside the school, and that is because of my endearing teachers. They taught me to become persevere and gave the utmost consideration. There were difficult roads that brings me to beautiful destinations, and that was my teacher. I struggled, but they told us not to quit. They have taught me that there is nothing to be scared of, that I have to be braver. Who would have thought that from the words coming from my teacher had given me the chance to become more determined and persevere. They taught me that without those humps and bumps along my journey, my life would be boring. I am not as strong as I am now without them. They boost my self-esteem and self-confidence by saying, you can do it. They taught me that just because I'm struggling doesn't mean that I am failing. With this, I think and believe that my second parents are one of the best people who helped me become what I am today. They left me up and considered my condition to the best that they possibly could. In senior high school, I can't be on top of our class and graduated as class valedictorian without them. Without their motivation, both intrinsic and extrinsic. Until I got to college, it's not easy, but having their advice while I on my journey made me feel that I could finish this, not to prove anything to people, but to make my family proud and to raise them from hunger. I am not as fortunate as anyone else, but with my teacher's support, I was able to surpass the challenges in my study. I failed over and over again, but that is okay. because that is one reason why I am here today, strong and determined in pursuing my dreams. Thanks to you, my teachers. If you haven't taught me the lessons of life, if you haven't taught me the things beyond letters inside the books, I couldn't conquer my fears and doubts. I couldn't find answers to my questions. It is you who changed my life and gave me the motivation to move forward no matter what happens.